What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dose Nation. My name is Matt. Before we get started, hit that like button, help me out, hit those comments, all that good stuff. Your feedback means a lot to me. I base a lot of my videos off your feedbacks and off the DMs and off that good stuff. Thanks for all the support on Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. You guys have been awesome. I'm truly blessed to have the support from you guys, and I really mean that. Hope all your training has been going good in the new year. This is a fun time to start training. In the new year, everybody's motivated, everybody's excited, everybody's got goals, or it's competition, or getting a new belt, stripes, whatever, weight loss. The new year is a fun time to start. So if you haven't started training jiu-jitsu yet, find a gym, get out there, squeeze some necks, get after it, and better your life. But for some of us, I'm going to talk about uncommon fires that motivate you. Some of us, we hit this wall. We hit this wall in our training where we're like, I just don't feel like doing it. I just don't want to do it. Or, work gets too busy, life gets too hard, and you just need that extra push to go. These uncommon fires that help you go, when you feel one uncommon fire, you gotta go. A story of mine. Now, this guy's a follower, subscriber. He might not be after this, okay? But when I was a white belt, there's a guy named Ramon. I was training at American Top Team at the time, here in California branch. And we had a bunch of guys competing, a bunch of lower level guys, but we competed a lot. And he came in, and he always had hookups on gear. And he came in, and he gave every guy in the gym gear because he was supporting them, basically sponsoring them. And he came up to me, and he said, hey, Matt, I'm not going to hook you up because I want to give gear to people I think that are really going to make it or really going to, pursue this. And I was going through stuff, and I was taking care of my little brother at the time. I was working hard. I had the passion for jiu-jitsu, but the scheduling wasn't right for me at the time, right? And when he said that, it pissed me off. It really did. And I was like, you know what? This guy just lit a fire that I was not expecting in me. He lit it and got me motivated to get back out there. And I was probably a 4-stripe white belt at the time. And I was like, you know what? Screw you, dude. I'm going to show you that I am not what you say I am. And I proceeded here, decade later, 13, 14 years later, I'm a black belt. All those other guys I started training with, some are still training, some are not. And, they didn't get the black belt. So, it was an uncommon fire. And uncommon fires come from everywhere. They can come from work. They can come from somebody fat shaming you. They can come from your girlfriend being like, why would you want to do that? Oh, anything. Prove people wrong. Prove people wrong. And jiu-jitsu is perfect for that. If you want to get out there and prove people wrong, start squeezing some necks. If you're overweight, you will lose weight. If you're depressed, if you're going through a breakup, jiu-jitsu will get you through that because people in there are going through the same thing. It's a brotherhood. It's a sisterhood. I'm telling you, get in there. Find your uncommon fire. I've had a loss in my family, and I've not wanted to train, and I've just been really down in the dumps. And my uncle got me into jiu-jitsu. He passed away when I was a brown belt. And it really hit me a rut in my game, and I really didn't really feel like training anymore. I've always been a big guy, but I gained weight from that. And I didn't want to, I just was done, because he was why I would train. He was my motivation. He would be like, you training tonight? And I would go. And then so that wasn't there. And when I didn't have that, I didn't really have that desire. I had already had injuries, what I've documented in the past. And I was just like, you know what? But I wanted to get the black belt for him. I wanted to get a black belt for me because I had made it that far. So that his passing was an uncommon fire that I just turned that sorrow, turn that tragedy into something to motivate me. Be like, you know what? No, I'm doing this. And when I got back out there, everybody in the team, they pretty much knew, and they freaking took me in, and they were there for me. So it wasn't a fire, it was a tragedy, and I freaking really Jiu-jitsu helped me get through that. I mean, obviously other things, family and stuff also, but jiu-jitsu was a way for me to clear my mind. So if you're going through a fires in other aspects of your life, when you get on the mat, everything goes quiet. You're just focusing on yourself. It is very therapeutic. So going into the new year, if you're doubting training, if you're doubting, if you've never trained before and you're looking for something, train. Sometimes when you're just lifting weights and you just want to get to the gym and just, pump iron, that could be therapeutic too. But you don't have that brotherhood of someone calling you or be like, you going to training tonight, you're going to be here. It gives you something else. You're not just locked in at work, and you're not just locked in on quiet hobbies. Sometimes quiet hobbies can be great because you get away from everybody, but sometimes you just need to sit there and talk to anybody. So if you're looking for uncommon fires, find them. If someone's saying, hey, you're overweight, you're big, there's a lot of big guys on this channel. If they're like, well, uncommon, use that. Like, screw you, man. I'm gonna lose this weight. Jiu-jitsu can help you do that. So find your uncommon fires is what I'm trying to say. It's a gloomy, rainy day here in California. Surprisingly, very uncommon. So I thought, hey, let's work on getting some uncommon fires in our game. Let's build. Let's grow together. Let's, join the jiu-jitsu community. It doesn't matter what team, what banner you're flying. We're all together. When you see another guy who trains, you're like, oh, you train? Boom, bond instantly. It doesn't matter. Use that. Use the motivation of tragedy. Use the motivation of people doubting you. Breakup. A breakup is huge. If you've broken up with your girlfriend in the past, and this happens a lot at blue belt, okay? This happens a ton at blue belt. Guys will get in shape at white belt. They will find a girl because they're in great shape and their confidence is through the roof because jiu-jitsu builds confidence and self-esteem. Then they'll get a girlfriend and they will quit training and they will get chubby again, watching Netflix and hanging out. And then that girlfriend will dump them and then they're depressed. You know what brought you to the dance, my man. You know what brought you to the dance, ladies. Get back on the mats. Get back to training. Happy New Year, guys. Let's keep it going. Again, neon belly that like button, cross collar that subscribe button. I appreciate everything you guys have done on all the other channels, and I'll catch you on the next video. Os.